Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Her pain spoke. Although my mother loved me dearly, she was very strict when it came to friendships. Whenever I became friends with a girl, she would thoroughly investigate her background. This habit annoyed me so much that I stopped making friends altogether. While other girls freely visited each other's homes, I was never allowed. If a classmates ever came over, my mother would first conduct a detailed interview. Where are you from? Whose daughter are you? What does your father do? Only after satisfying herself would she allow us to talk, my friends. Up until 8th grade, I tolerated it, but one day I protested strongly. I insisted that my friends should be allowed to visit and I should be allowed to visit them. My mother replied firmly, if you do that, I will pull you out of school. Why? Why? Mother, other girls' mothers do not behave like this. I cried because my child, the world is very, very dangerous. We do not know what kind of girl someone might be. Tomorrow she could drag you into trouble. A person is known by their friends, respectable parents, not only raise their daughters well, but also keep a close watch on them. My mother was right. As long as she lived, I never dared best befriend questionable girls. I had only a couple of carefully chosen friends whose families my mother knew well. When I was in ninth grade, my mother suddenly developed severe pain and passed away. The house fell into chaos. Being mature for my age, my grief was even deeper. My elder brother was studying in Lahore, and my younger siblings were still small. Sometimes I tried to console myself, sometimes them. After my mother's death, my widowed aunt, whom we called Bua Bilkis, took charge of the household. The home survived, but I did not. In my loneliness, I did exactly what my mother had warned me against. I started making many new friends, partly to cope with my sorrow, partially because of talkative nature. In 10th grade, a new girl named Raksha joined our class. She was lively, stylish, and quickly became popular. Strangely, she chose to befriend someone as simple and naive as me. Soon we became inseparable. My aunt was very different from my mother, easygoing and gentle. She never questioned my late arrivals or my new friendships. I had complete freedom. Her son, Akmal, eventually moved in with us and joined a nearby college. Draksha began talking to him. He was handsome and sensed she liked him, though Akmal showed little interest. One day, my aunt expressed her wish to make me her daughter in law. My father happily agreed, and my engagement with Akmal was arranged. When I told Raksha, she seemed strangely dull. She claimed she was sad about losing me after marriage. I was weak in mathematics and studied with Akmal at night. I would share every detail with Raksha. She encouraged me to test his love by asking for expensive gifts blindly, trusting her. I did exactly that. Akmal fulfilled my every demand. Gradually, I became greedy. If Akmal came empty handed, I felt upset. He grew distant and frustrated. In depression, he fell into bad company, seeing quick money, but instead became addicted to drugs. Within months, he was ruined her life. Through my aunt wept constantly for Akmal. She never knew the real reason. I began to realize my mistakes whenever I shared my guilt with Raksha. She seemed oddly pleased. Later, she announced her engagement to a wealthy man named Nadir. She insisted I meet him. One day, pretending her mother was ill, she took me along instead of the hospital. We were picked up by Nadir's car and taken to his luxurious bungalow. After tea, Draksha and Nadir disappeared into another room. When I went looking for them, I found them together. Nadir then locked the door, revealing his intention. In that terrifying moment, my mother warning enshrouded in my mind. I returned home shattered. My father saw me stepping out of Nadir's car and enraged beat me. Terrified, I ran away to the railway station and boarded a train to Lahore. There strangers sheltered me kindly, but fear consumed me. Eventually, I was taken in by a woman named Khala Mahtab. She treated me well, but her daughter in law saw me as free labor. I endured a year of hardship. One cold evening, I finally left with only a few saved rupees. I went to the darbar and prayed desperately for someone familiar. By a miracle, I saw my aunt. We embraced in tears. She reassured me that my father had only meant to frighten me, not harm me. She brought me home, and Akmal accepted me with compassion. Today I live a peaceful life with him. My father has forgiven me, and he regrets his harshness. Now I advise everyone guide your daughter carefully. Not everyone deserves to be called a friend. Okay, goodbye. Please tell me you like this story in the comment section.